everyone, welcome to Cosmic Kids. I'm Jamie and this is your place for yoga, stories and fun. It's easy, just copy the moves I do and enjoy the adventure. Now we always start in the same way, and that's by sitting on our bottoms and crossing our legs and bringing our hands together at our hearts and saying our secret yoga code word, which is Namaste. Ready? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Namaste. There. Now we're ready to begin. And today we've got a special episode. We're doing Disney's movie Frozen. So we're off to Arendelle to meet a pair of princesses called Elsa and Anna. Let's get ready for the snow with a hello snow. We stand up and reach up to the snow, saying, hello snow. Then we fold all the way forwards, bending our knees a little bit if we need to say hello to the frost. Ready? Hello, frost. We step one leg back behind us, big long step, and we pretend to be an ice skater. Then we step our other leg back and come down onto our bellies, where we wiggle our shoulders all the way up, pretending to be a little snow snake. We tuck our toes and lift our bottoms up to the sky, where we woof like a little husky dog. Woof, 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 woof. We lift up one of our legs like a happy tail, and we put it between our hands, where we pretend to be an ice skater again. We step our other leg forwards and we say hello to the frost. Hello, frost. Then we reach up to the snow and say to the snow, hello, snow. Now, Elsa was born with magical powers. Step one leg forward and one leg back. Bend your knee and stretch your arms. She could make ice. And jump your feet the other way. And frost. And lift your arms above your head and snow. At will. Now Anna and Elsa were sisters, but they were also the very best of friends. Arms wide, wrap your arms around, giving yourself a great big hug. One night the two girls were in bed, sitting on your bottoms. Bend your knees, feet flat, hands behind you. Lift up your bottoms, making a bed shape. But Anna couldn't sleep. The northern lights were keeping her up. She convinces her sister to come downstairs to play. The two girls tiptoe, 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 tiptoe quietly down the stairs, where Elsa gets into position, leg forward, leg back, arms stretched. She makes the whole great hall covered in ice. Jump your feet the other way, making it into a winter wonderland. The two girls decide to build a snowman. Sitting on your bottoms, hug your knees and tuck your chin in so you don't bonk your head when you roll back. They roll up a big snowball. Ready? All the way back. Ooh. Ooh. And another one for the head. Ooh. Ooh. Then they build him. Standing up, draw your heels together and bend your knees. Bring your arms above your head, joining your fingers over your head, making a snowman. They decide to call him Olaf, and Olaf likes warm hugs. The girls have a lot of fun, ice skating around the Great Hall. Taking one foot forward and one foot back, bend your knee. Now see if you can balance. Ooh. Can you do the other way? Turning all the way around, drop down to your knee and try the other side. Ooh. It's fun ice skating in the Great Hall. Anna loves jumping. Coming to stand in the middle, let's do a big jump. 1, 2, 3, whee! And Elsa uses her magic to make her jump higher. 1, 2, 3, whee! But oh no! Elsa slips and the magic hits Anna in the face. She crumples to the ground, collapsing into a snowy heap. The king and queen ride on horses to save their daughter. Put one foot forward, lifting your arms up, and tuck your back toes. Swapping your legs over now, put your other foot forward. Elsa follows on behind on her horse. Tuck your back toes. And because of her sadness at what she's done to her sister, she leaves behind her a trail of ice and snow. They reach the land of the trolls. Sitting on your bottoms, cross your legs. Grandpappy sits and uses magic to reverse the curse of Elsa's magic on Anna. He rubs her ears. He rubs her jaw. And he places his hands on her head, removing from her memory all knowledge of her sister's powers, what she has done. Elsa huddles herself up. She feels so bad for what she has done to her sister and promises never to let her feelings, let her powers show again. Back at the castle, she keeps herself away from her sister and her parents. Standing up, take your legs wide, arms wide. But as she gets older, her powers get stronger, starting to spin now. They get stronger and stronger as she grows up. She has to start wearing gloves. Take your arms wide and turn your toe to the side. Stretch out over your front leg, take your hand down to your shin and reach up with your other hand, making a gloved hand. Then turning the other way, come back up to stand, turn your toe the other way, reaching forward, touching your shin, reach up with your other hand up to the sky with a gloved hand. Elsa's father teaches her a mantra, coming down to kneel. A mantra is something you say to yourself to make your mind stronger. Elsa turns her hands over to receive the power of her mantra. Conceal it, don't feel it, don't let it show. But nothing seems to stop her powers from growing stronger. Around her 18th birthday, the king and queen set sail on a boat. Sitting on your bottoms, lift up one foot, lift up two, lift up one hand, lift up no hands, and give me a wave. Yay! But there is a dreadful storm at sea, and the boat capsizes, meaning it turns upside down. Extend your legs long, lie back, take your arms wide, and lift up your legs. Very tragically, the king and queen are killed at sea, lowering your legs all the way down. Elsa is next in line to the throne. Coming up to stand, using chair pose for our throne, bending your knees and sweep your arms up high into chair pose. It's the day of the coronation, and Elsa stands with her hands behind her back, bows all the way forwards to receive the crown on her head. She stands up tall and, removing her gloves, holds the sceptre and the ball. She holds her breath. Holding all of her powers inside, she can't let them show, not now. She holds her breath for just long enough to put them down and take a big breath out. She did it. She didn't let anyone see. Later, there's a party, and Anna and Elsa get talking again. Along the way comes the Duke of Wesselton. Turning to the side, seeing if you can hold your elbows behind your back. Take one leg forward, he bows forward, revealing his rather funny hair. Ooh, hello, Queen Elsa. I wonder if I could have this dance. Well, Elsa doesn't really want to dance with him, so Anna has to instead. Bringing one hand above your head for your coxcomb, and your other hand to your tail for your tail feather. The Duke of Wesselton moves like a chicken, with the face of a monkey, coming all the way down, ready to jump like a monkey. 1, 2, 3. Anna thinks he's rather sprightly for a man in heels. Standing all the way up, turn to the side. Now lift up your arms and lift up onto your tippy-tippy tiptoes, trying not to wobble. Later that night, Anna gets talking to Prince Hans of the Southern Isles. Sitting down, take your legs around to the side in mermaid pose. Take your hand onto your knee and look over your shoulder. Now, Prince Hans only really wants to get close to Anna because he wants to take over the throne of Arendelle. But later that night, he says to Anna, "Can I say something crazy? Will you marry me?" Anna is so flattered. Take your legs around to the other side. Hold onto your knee. Take your hand behind you. Look over your shoulder. Look back to the front. She says, "Can I say something crazier?" "Yes." But Elsa will not, cannot give her blessing. She stands. She forbids them to marry in such haste. The two girls argue. And then, stepping one leg forward, one leg back, bend your knee, arms stretch, Elsa's powers are revealed. Jump your feet the other way. She covers the party in ice and frost and snow, showing everyone what she can do. Panicked, she flees up the mountain, taking big steps as she goes. Big step. And another one. Big step. As she goes, the wind howls. Legs wide, fingers in front of your mouth. Blow your fingers around and around. Ready? An eternal winter is cast over the kingdom. At the top of the mountain, Elsa, she lets everything go as she casts off restraint. She sings, "Let it go, let it go, can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go, turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway." She builds an ice palace. Arms wide, take them up and over your head. Jump your feet together, because Elsa brings back to life her and Anna's old friend, Olaf the snowman. Bend your knees and join your fingers. And remember, I like warm hugs. Oh, that's nice that she's got a friend up the mountain. Anna sets off in search for her sister and goes to the shops, to the store to buy supplies. Here she meets Kristoff, the Iceman, who chops ice for a living. Turn to the side, take your legs wide. Crisscross your fingers behind your back and stretch them out. Now, let's chop some ice. 1, 2, 3, chop! And up. 1, 2, 3, chop! And up. Now, Kristoff has a rather lovely loyal friend called Sven. Sitting on your bottoms, your legs out long. Sven is a reindeer. Bend your knee and take your foot over your other leg. Give it a hug and stretch all the way around behind you in a twist. Now, Sven rather likes catching snowflakes with his tongue. Let's do it on the other side too. Stretch those legs long. Hug the other knee in now and take that foot over to the other side. Hug that knee in and twist round behind you, catching some more snowflakes on this side. Anna convinces Kristoff and Sven to take her up the mountain to find Elsa in their sled. Lying on your tummies, take your feet towards your bottom and reach around and see if you can find your feet. Then you're going to smell the snow. Ready? Off they go in the sled. But on the way, they're attacked by wolves. Take your hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes, lift yourself up, lift your bottom up to the sky and howl like a wolf. Oh! They manage to escape, but the sled falls down a ravine. Walking your feet towards your hands, then slowly rolling all the way up. They must continue their journey on foot. They come to a magical-looking forest full of trees. Bring one foot on top of the other and your hands together at your heart. Now grow your magical tree up tall. Now, these trees are dangling with the most beautiful jingly-jangly icicles. I wonder if I blow your tree, what noise it might make. I'll have a go. You stay tall and strong. Here I come. Doopy-doopy-doo. Wow, what a lovely sound you just made. Let's try the other side. I wonder what sound you'll make on that side. Coming back, let's bring our other foot on top now and our hands together at our hearts. Grow our trees up super duper tall and let me try this side now. You stay tall and strong. I'll give you a blow. Ready? Doopy-doopy-doo. Wow, what an amazing sound that was. Now, in this magical forest, Anna, Kristoff and Sven come across Olaf the snowman. Join those heels together, bend those knees and join your hands. He introduces himself, telling them, I like warm hugs. They ask if Olaf can take them up the mountain to where Elsa is hiding in her palace because they need her to bring back summer. At the mention of summer, Olaf says, I just don't know why. I just love the idea of summer, of sun, of all things hot. He raises his arms into the sky as he says, in summer. He takes them up the mountain to find Elsa, where the girls reunite. Wrap your arms around yourself. Coming down onto one knee, join your hands together and bring them in between your eyes. Anna begs Elsa to come back to Arendelle and to remove the curse of the winter. Elsa is terrified she is going to show her powers, and in her terror, sure enough, stretching your leg long, your arms wide, her powers do come out. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Other side, jump your feet. Shoo, shoo, shoo. This time, they hit Anna in the heart. Elsa can't believe what she's done, and so she creates a giant snow creature called Marshmallow to make them go away, folding all the way forwards, taking hold of your ankles. Marshmallow says, go away. Kristoff, Sven, Anna and Olaf run. But Kristoff notices something. Jump your feet wide, pitter-patter on your head. Anna's hair is changing colour. It's turning white. Something is very, very wrong. He takes Anna to see the trolls. Sitting on your bottoms, cross your legs, where Grandpappy explains. Anna's heart has been frozen, and only an act of true love can thaw a frozen heart. Kristoff wastes no time. He rides on Sven like a horse. Coming up, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, back toes tucked, arms up high. Swapping your legs over now, turning your other foot forward, tuck those back toes, reach up with those hands. He rides like the wind back to Arendelle, where Prince Hans of the Southern Isles, Anna's one true love, will be able to save her. Meanwhile, at the Ice Palace, where Elsa is, legs wide, arms above your head, Prince Hans and the Duke's men are on their search for Anna, and they've found Elsa. Elsa sets Marshmallow on them. Leaning all the way forward, he tries to fend them off. Go away! But the Duke's men have arrows and bows. Sitting on your bottoms, legs long. They fire with their crossbows, pulling your foot all the way back, aiming at Elsa to try and shoot her down. 1, 2, 3, shoo! They try on the other side as well, lifting up your crossbow. This time, though, the crossbow, the arrow, hits the ice chandelier right above where Elsa is standing. 1, 2, 3, shoo! Now lying on your backs, take your arms wide and your legs up high, making the ice chandelier in candle pose. As the arrow hits the ice chandelier, it comes crashing down, knocking Elsa unconscious. Bend your knees, turn them to the side, turn your hands over and taking your head in the opposite way. Prince Hans takes Elsa captive, imprisoning her in the dungeons of the castle in Arundel. She huddles up. He then traps her hands with all that power, into metal shackles. Crossing your legs, put your hands into those metal shackles, leaning down towards your forearms. He asks Elsa, please, please, make the winter go away, but she confesses that she just doesn't know how. Meanwhile, Princess Anna, with her fast freezing heart, crawls back into the kingdom. She needs to find Prince Hans quickly before she freezes entirely. She crawls on her belly, wiggling herself into the room where Prince Hans is waiting for her. She begs him to kiss her. That true love's kiss will save her now. He sits back on his heels, kneeling up, looking at Anna, and he tells her, "No, I can't kiss you because I don't love you. It won't save you. I only wanted to marry you so that I could get closer to the throne." And he puts out the fire. Come high up onto your knees and spread your arm wide behind you, putting out the fire. And the other way, spread the other arm wide too. Then he stands up, turns his back, locks the door and leaves, charging Elsa with treason for Anna's death. Elsa is back in her cell, and she uses every last ounce of her power to blast her way out. After 3, we're going to do a big jump and a boom. Ready? Ice blast. 1, 2, 3, boom! Elsa escapes out onto the fjord, into the blizzard. One leg forward, bend your knee, protecting herself with her arm against the fierce, fierce snow. Turning herself the other way, turning your legs the other way, bend your front knee and put that arm in front of your head to protect yourself on the fjord. Back in the castle, Olaf finds the room where Anna is trapped. Joining your heels together, bend your knees, hands above your head. But he needs to get in. The door is locked, so he removes his carrot nose. Hands in front of you and he puts it in the lock. And it opens. But inside, poor Anna, she's freezing to death. Quickly, he comes to the fire, building a lovely, lovely log fire, crossing your legs, leaning all the way forward, and making it come to life with your fingers like crackly flames. Oh, he nearly loses his own arm into those flames as well. He gets Anna warm, and he tells her that Kristoff is in love with her, and that he will be able to save her. But, Olaf, your face is melting. Olaf holds his face. He must get out of this warm room really fast, otherwise he'll melt entirely. The window pops open, standing all the way up, folding all the way forwards, opening the window. They head out onto the fjord to find Kristoff, to save Anna. Out on the fjord, Prince Hans, standing with his legs on and arms out wide, finds Queen Elsa. He tells her that she has killed her sister, Anna. Hearing this, Elsa collapses to the ground in grief. It's all her fault, and now her sister is dead. Coming up to sit. As she does this, the whole of the winter suddenly ceases. The storm stops. And in that moment, Anna and Kristoff can see each other across the fjord. Joining your fingers and thumbs together, have a look through. They start running towards each other, but then Anna sees Prince Hans raising his sword above his head, about to bring it down on her sister, Elsa. She can't let him do this, so she jumps into the way. Turn your foot to the side, bend your back knee, and protect Elsa with your hand. Reach your other hand up. She says, "Stop!" As she does this, she freezes entirely. In that moment, the sword comes crashing down on her hand and splinters into a million smithereens. Prince Hans jumps back. Anna has frozen solid. Elsa slowly stands up to see her sister completely frozen. She wraps her arms around her sister, crying in grief for what she has done. As she does this, slowly, Anna begins to thaw. The ice starts to melt. As she comes back to herself, she realises that by standing in the way of Prince Hans and protecting her sister, that was an act of true love. And in that moment, Elsa realises that love is the way to control her powers. She raises her arms up to the sides, and all sign of winter disappears as the sun and the spring and the summer come through. This is what she needs, love. Olaf, bringing your feet together, your heels together, bend your knees, join your fingers above your head, is made a little flurry, a personal flurry of snowflakes to keep him eternally in the winter. Crisscross your fingers, take them behind your head. Flurry, 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 flurry. Anna and Kristoff share a kiss, coming down to your knees. After 3, 1, 2, 3. Anna and Elsa, once again, are the best of friends. Arms wide, stretch them round yourself, wrapping yourself in a hug. And Elsa promises to keep the castle gates open. Leg to the side, arm up high, lean all the way over. And switching sides, knees together, leg out to the other side, arm up to the sky. She will never close these gates again. Well, we're ready for a little rest, and we've just spied the sled. This is Kristoff's new sled, so we go and have a nice rest in it. We lie down. Oh, it's so comfy and cosy. We put our bodies all the way down on the soft, comfy blankets, and we let our bodies go. We relax back, hearing those words of Elsa's song. Let it go, let it go. We are one with the wind and the sky. As we lay here, we bring our hands to our heart, and inside that heart we can feel the warmth, a warmth which is love. And we know the power of that love, what it means to share it. How when we share our love, we spread warmth. We spread something really special. With all that love inside, we will share with our friends and our family, with everyone we know, all the love we have. And from sharing it, there will be more love. Now it's time to slowly come back. We take our arms down by our sides and wiggle our fingers and our toes to thaw them out. We stretch our arms up high above our heads and our legs long, making ourselves into a long popsicle shape. Then we draw our knees into our chest, hugging them in tightly and rolling over like a little snowball. Ooh. Then we come up to sit and cross our legs, bringing our hands together at our hearts. And we finish just the way we started, with our secret yoga code word, which is Namaste. Ready? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Namaste. There. Well done, everyone. That was amazing. I loved doing the story of Frozen with you. I hope you enjoyed it too. I'll see you again soon for another Cosmic Kids adventure.